Hello guys, in this video I shall be taking you through the deductions that you will be eligible for upon making a certain donation. For instance, we often make donation to institutions that have been set up here and there. And once you donate a particular amount, they give you a receipt on which it states you are eligible for a donation under section 80G. Now your doubt may be as to how much will I be eligible for. Will I be eligible for the entire amount that I have donated, or will I be allowed only a part of it for what I have actually donated? Now in this video I shall be taking you through the amount of eligibility you have upon donating any amount to any specified institution under Income Tax Act. Okay, let us go forward. Under 80G, you have got Part A and Part B. Part A is the unlimited category and Part B is the limited category. Under Part A, you have again got two subcategories. One is 50% unlimited and Part B is, and 100% unlimited. So these are the two subcategories under Part A, that is the unlimited category. Under Part B, the limited category, you have got again two subheads, that is 100% limited and 50% limited. Now, under each of these subcategories, you have got a list of funds to which you can contribute. Now, let's see what are those lists. Now, under subcategory 1 of Part A, that is the unlimited category, you've got Jawaharlal Nehru Memorial Fund, Indira Gandhi Memorial Fund, Rajiv Gandhi Foundation and PM Drought Relief Fund. When you contribute to any of these four, you will get a deduction of 50% without any complication. That is, for instance, you contribute say 30,000. Out of 30,000, you will get a straight deduction of 15,000. That is why it is called as 50% unlimited. And coming to the second subcategory under Part A, you have got National Defense Fund, PM National Relief Fund, PM Armenia Earthquake Relief Fund, CM Relief Fund, Zilla Samiti Fund, National Sports Fund, National Children Fund, National Cultural Fund, Swachh Bharat Kosh, Clean Ganga Fund, the National Fund for Control of Drug Abuse and Fund for Army. Say for instance, you contribute the same 30,000 above under any of these. Instead of 50%, you will get a straight deduction of 30% without any further calculation. So whatever you contribute under this or this, you either get 100% depending on what you contribute for, and if you contribute under subcategory 1, you get 50% of whatever you have contributed. All right, now the Part A is pretty simple and there are no complications at all. There are no complications at all there. Now, why is this called as limited? Here is where your calculation lies. What the condition says is your total contribution under subcategory 1 and 2 cannot cross 10% of adjusted total income. Now, for instance, say roughly, I'll tell you what adjusted total income is. But for now, just assume your adjusted total income is 3 lakhs. So 10% of your adjusted total income comes to 30,000. Now, holding this on mind, for instance, say you have contributed under subcategory 1 of part B, you have contributed, say, you have contributed 20,000. And under 50% limit, you have contributed, say, 30,000. As per the clause which is applicable under ATG, it says your total contribution under part A, under part B, that is under 100% limit and 50% limit, cannot cross, that is 20,000 plus 30,000. This cannot cross 10% of your adjusted total income, that is 30,000. Now here your total contribution is how much? It is 50,000. All right. And your adjusted 10% of your adjusted total income is only 30,000. Correct? This is 10% of ATI. And this is your total contribution. Therefore, your total contribution shall be restricted to how much? Only 30K. And the remaining 20K will not be permitted as an allowance. Now, you can choose as to which allowance you want to choose. So, how will you prioritize your donation? Your donation under 100% limit shall be considered first. Why? Because that is more advantageous. Whatever you contribute within the limit specified, it will be allowed 100%. But in case of the second thing, that is under 50% limit, whatever you are contributing, only 50% shall be allowed. Now, say here, your total limit that is permitted is, it is 30,000 in our example. Okay, your total limit permitted, that is because it is your 10% of your adjusted total income is 30,000. Your maximum limit of contribution permissible is only 30,000, and the remaining 20,000 out of 50,000 shall not be permitted. So 30K is only permitted as your contribution. Now, the first 20,000, considering this is 100% limit, you will get a better deduction, full deduction. So you will consider this. And here you have contributed 30,000. Out of 30,000, you will only be permitted for how much? 10,000 only will be allowed, because 20,000 is already allowed. So deduct 20,000 and the remaining limit is only 10K. So out of this amount, only 10K will be permitted. So 20 plus 10 is within the limit of your 10% of your adjusted total income. So it falls within 30,000. So the remaining 20,000 shall be ignored. And even this particular amount, only 50% will be allowed. Only 50% will be allowed. Why only 50%? Because this is 50% limit. All right. Now, keeping aside this, now let's see what exactly is adjusted total income. How do you calculate adjusted total income? And even before adjusted total income, let's again just have a glimpse of the funds that are mentioned under part B, that is the limited category. So if you give a donation to a government or a local authority or any approved institution which promotes family planning, or donation by companies to Indian Olympics Association or any other institution for development of infrastructure for sports in India, then you will get a deduction of 100% subject to the limit of 10% of your adjusted total income. Now, under part B, you only have two funds under 100% limit. And under the 50% limit, you have got donation to Housing Development Authority, donation for renovation or repair of temple, gurudwara, mosque or a church, donation to public charitable trust, donation for promoting minority community in India. One point you're supposed to note, no matter what donation you are giving, what contribution you are making to any of these things, all you can say is you have to take an official receipt. You just can't go and put in the temple's hundi for the what do you call renovation or repair of a temple. Okay, you have to take a receipt for whatever you are contributing to them. Only then you can claim a deduction. And for all these things, whatever you contribute, 50% of is the limit. Okay. Now, keeping this aside, let's see what is adjusted total income. How do you calculate adjusted total income? Now, to calculate, assume your total income. Assume your total income has salary of 2 lakhs. Your income from house property is 1 lakh. Your long-term capital gain is say 1 lakh. Then your income from other sources is say how much? Say another lakh. Now this will be your gross total income of how much? 5 lakhs. Your gross total income is 5 lakhs. And say you have made an investment in life insurance premium. Okay, you have paid life insurance premium, which you are claiming as a deduction under ATC of 1 lakh rupees. So this is your rough schedule of your total income. Now, how do you calculate your adjusted total income based on this? He's telling you your gross total income minus all the deductions is your adjusted total income. But then what is your gross total income for the purpose of calculating adjusted total income? He's telling you remove all the incomes which are taxed at a special rate. Now, your long-term capital gain is taxed at a special rate. Therefore, from your gross total income of 5 lakhs, reduce your long-term capital gain, which is taxed at special rate. All right. Now, how much will it come down to? Then your gross total income will become 4 lakhs without long-term capital gain. And from from your gross total income without the long-term capital gain, you have to reduce your deductions also. So your total, then your income will come down to 3 lakhs. This is called your adjusted total income. I repeat, consider your salary is 2 lakhs, your income from house property is 1 lakh, long-term capital gain is 1 lakh, your income from other sources is 1 lakh. That is your gross total income is 5 lakhs. And your deduction under ATC you are claiming is 1 lakh because you have invested, say, in your life insurance premium. You have paid your life insurance premium. Is salary taxed under special rate? No. Income from house property is not taxed under special rate. Income from other sources is not taxed under special rates, but long-term capital gain is taxed under special rate. Therefore, as the provision says, your gross total income excluding income taxable at special rate. So therefore, you have to reduce 1 lakh from your gross total income. So your gross total income without long-term capital gain will be 4 lakhs. From that, you have to reduce the deductions, and then you will arrive at your adjusted total income. Now, he's telling you further 10% of adjusted total income. This is the limit up to which you can make contribution under Part B. Now, let's look at a small example. And one more important point to notice, you cannot make any contribution under part A or part B in cash beyond 2000. So up to 2000, even if you pay in cash, it is okay. But beyond 2000, if you make it in cash, you cannot claim a deduction. Now here, this is exclusively in contribution made under part B, that is the limited category. Now say they have contributed to family planning to the government for family planning. Now this particular amount qualifies for 100% limit, that is limited. This is under subcategory 1 of part B. And HTC, this minority groups, including everything, this falls under 50% limited category. Now, let me put it like this. Now, what is your total donation? Your total donation is 65,000. This is your total donation. And your 10% of adjusted total income for ease, they have given you straight. Now, consider your salary is your your gross total income without the special without the incomes at special rate and all that, without excluding all that. Assume your income is 4,50,000. Your adjusted total income is 4,50,000. Out of that, you have to calculate 10%. That is 45,000. Okay, please note, this is adjusted total income, that is without income of special rates and also without any deductions. So here you arrive at your 10% of adjusted total income. Now what is the total contribution that you have made? The contribution that you have made is 25,000 under 100% limited segment, and the remaining one is you have contributed 40,000 under 50% segment under limited category. Both are limited only. We're dealing with part B. Now here, how will you calculate it? He's telling you this plus this. It cannot exceed 45,000. But then, is it not exceeding? It is exceeding. Your total contribution under subcategory 1 and subcategory 2 has far exceeded 10% of adjusted total income. Your maximum donation permissible is only 45,000. But then you've already contributed 65,000. Therefore, only 40,000 will be, only 45,000 will be permitted, and then remaining 20,000 shall not be permitted. Okay. Now this 45,000, whatever is there, how will you choose it? Now 25,000 you can claim entire 100%. So you will choose this first. So out of 45,000, the 100% segment, you will choose it and you will claim deduction under that. Now you further have a limit of 20,000, but you have contributed 40% under 50% segment. So out of this 40%, since you have a maximum limit of only 20,000, you will only consider 20,000 here and not 40,000. So 20,000 only will be considered under this particular segment. And out of this 20,000, 50% shall be allowed as deduction. And how much is 50% of 20,000? It is 10,000. On similar lines, please look at the solution what he has mentioned here. So for family planning, whatever has been contributed has been taken in full. That is, this particular amount has been taken in full. 25,000 has been taken in full, but then the remaining part, out of 40,000, only 20,000 has been considered. only 20K has been considered. Why? Because the limit is only 45,000 and 25,000 has been exhausted towards 100% limited category, and you have a max of 20,000 only left. And then out of the remaining amount, and out of this 20,000, only 50% is permitted. All right, only 50,000 is 50% is permitted. So that is 10,000. So your total deduction that you can claim is 25,000 plus 10,000, that is 35,000 you can claim as deduction out of the total 65,000 what you have actually donated. I hope with this you have understood the part B in toto. And how do you remember it? It is pretty simple. You have got some shortcuts where you can remember the limited category. Under limited category, you have just two. The first one is family planning and the second one is Olympics. If they are towards those two, then you have 100% limit. In addition to that, apart from that, you remember the shortcut HTC mobile. Okay, H is Housing Development Authority, T is renovation or repair for temple, gurudwara, mosque or church, HT, then C is public charitable trust, and then your mobile is nothing but your minority community. Simple. So that is how you remember. And coming to the part A, what they generally concentrate is the first four. That is, remember the Gandhi family, Jawaharlal Nehru, Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi. And in addition to that, it is PM Drought Relief Fund. All right. For these four, it is 50% unlimited. And apart from that, anything you just you can just go through, you can remember. Apart from these, the first thing, if you remember part B, part A will already stay, the rest you can consider it under subcategory 2 of part A. So this is all about your ATG. I hope you are. I hope I'm clear. And if you have any doubts, you can again get back to me on my contact number, or you can comment below in the comment section. Thank you so much.